Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays episode 308. And I am going to be doing the Pretty Party kit. This is one of the new kits for May, and I just kind of showed them yesterday. But I'm gonna make it, and this is the one with the balloons. It's really, really cool. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santa Ana Valley, Arizona. So welcome, and if you are new, during the video premiere, I'm in the chat room, so head on over there. I'll be there with my friends. If you're watching the replay and you have a question or a comment, leave it below, and then YouTube lets me know, and I can reach out to you. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, when we have the monthly kits, they're very similar to the paper pumpkin kits in that this is not the same cardstock that we have in the catalog. It could be the same color, but it's not made the same as what we sell in the catalog. But what's different about these kits are they're usually like all inclusive, so you don't have to have stamped before. So if there's stamps in them, you're going to get a block. Sometimes it's a kit that doesn't have any stamping. It's just, the greetings are already there, and then they're usually in different languages. But they're fun to put together. It has the instructions, and they're a lot of fun. Sometimes I don't want to have to think when I craft. That's why the scrapbooking kits are fun. These kits are fun. The paper pumpkins are, because I can just kind of sit. I can have music on, or listen to a book, or have a TV show on, and I can just sit and craft and not have to design anything, right? I don't have to figure out, well, what am I going to do, whatever. I just follow the instructions and have fun. So if you haven't tried any of the kits, hopefully you'll give it a try, because they are fun. All right, so I think I'm going to stop my blabbing there at the beginning and get started. Close your eyes for a second while I get my camera adjusted. Okay, so this kit makes 9 cards. So you make 3 cards, and you're going to do 3 of the same design. Like there's 3 different designs, you'll do 3 of each. And then, so this is the stamp set that comes with it. So you can see how cute it is with the writing and the printing. I love that. And you've got some little balloons. You've got some dimensionals there. Here is the block I was mentioning. So you do get a block. You have some little glue dots. And then what I usually do, I usually just keep this closed, and then I just kind of toss it in my bin, and I just put that in, like when I have my sale stuff, I just kind of have some extra stuff that I toss in there. Or sometimes I meet somebody who's new to stamping and needs a block, and then I go, here you go. All right, it does come with these little sequins, so I'll set those aside. And then I showed you the cute little envelopes the other day. And they've got these little speckles on them, which it's kind of hard to see, but it's cute. All right. So I'm going to do just one of each. I'm not going to do like the whole kit. So I'm just going to pull out the pieces I need. And then I'm going to assume, you know what they say about assuming. All right. That I'm going to need one of each of these different patterns or whatever of these tags. Okay, so I'm just kind of getting those pulled out. All right, I need this one, and here's some more. So I'm just going to pull this out of there too. And this one. It's just so cute. Like, look at all that pretty foil pattern on there. So I need, by the looks of it, I need all of these pulled out because though there was no repeat on this page. Look how cute this little banner is with that gold. I'm not a big gold person. I love white gold. All my jewelry is either sterling silver or white gold. But if it's a pretty gold, I don't mind it. But if it's kind of, I don't even like a brassy gold or whatever, I'm not a big fan. But this is really cute. All right, so let's see here. Now this also came with a Cajun Craze Stampin' Spot, but you know me, I use my big mama pad. Now I did just put refill in this because Cajun, there's certain colors, and Cajun is one of those colors that seem to dry. I swear that the ink pad drinks the ink. When you're not using it, it just sits there on my shelf and it just drinking up the ink because I don't know where the ink would go. All right, so I'm going to just quickly kind of prime these stamps, and you could do this with the Versamark pad, but I'm just going to use my Cajun Craze since I just inked it. This will also make sure that I inked it up good enough and that I don't have to add any more ink. And I like to do this because it also has me check that there's nothing wrong with any of the images. So it's a good thing when you get when you get your order. Like, you should check everything, right? Your punches and your Stampin' Blends and your stamps or whatever. Just give it a stamp and then you'll see if there's anything wrong. Because once in a while you'll get like a stamp that might have like an air bubble in it or something like that. So it's just best to get them checked out, and then you can let me know and say, oh, I had an issue with whatever, and then I can take care of it. All right, so let's see what we're doing here. Oh, so we're actually using one that goes this way, and all right, one goes this way and one goes that way. All right. This way and that way. They might be the same thing. All right. But that looks good. All right, so I'm going to get all my stuff stamped so it can be drying. Just because it takes this paper a little bit longer to dry than our basic white or the white willow or the cardstock, just because this isn't the same, it isn't made the same as our cardstock, like I mentioned. All right, so I'm going to, so this one goes that direction. So I'm going to stamp birthday on there. And then wishes on the bottom one. And then I'm just going to set them aside. So they can dry. And then I'm just going to look ahead to see what else I need. All right, so the square is, it's time to celebrate, and it's right in the center. So it's always good to look at the kits to see, like, because sometimes it'll have you stamp it, to the left or the right, because maybe there's going to be something that overlaps your greeting square, but this one is stamped right in the center. Okay. And then this one, okay, goes this way. So again, it's a good thing to look ahead. So it goes this direction, and it's just congratulations, and it is also in the center there. I really wish that we would have gotten, like we have the new magnetic pads that are just in the new in colors that came out this year. I wish we'd have also got them in like the in colors we've had for a while, and as well as our regular colors, or a choice. Like you could maybe carry both, you know, like so people had a choice. Because there are certain colors like Cajun, my cherry cobbler. Oh, what is that? There's a few. Mossy Meadow, I think, is one. Certain colors I have to re-ink every time. So I would like to just, you know, I would love to have a new ink pad. But you can kind of see, even though I just re-inked it, see it has a little bit of a texture to it that you can actually, like when I do birthday, like you can see birthday is like kind of leaving an impression in there, which is kind of weird. But anyway, but it's just certain. So I think I'm not a scientist. Do we need the little, hang on a minute. Do I need the little, so those are on, okay, the envelope. They're putting the little balloons on the envelope. All right. I'll do those another time. I'm not a scientist. I'm a stamper. So I don't know, but I personally think certain colors react to like the glue or something like in the foam, you know, and that's why it happens. But I don't know. Like I said, I am not the science guy. All right, so let's get to our card. So the first one is this one. No, it isn't. It's this one. All right, so it's this one here. And I just love how the balloons are like all the way across. So this would be so simple to cut in half and make extra cards, right? You would just cut that in half, and then you'd have 2 cards. All we'd have to do is get out your basic white, cut it in half, trim this down, and you would have 2 really cute cards. Alrighty, but I'm going to do at least 1 card like you're supposed to. All right, so we have birthday wishes, and this is going on with dimensionals. And I'm like, why do they have? Oh, we have. There's no wonder. Okay, so this one. Remember, I ripped all these things out, right? I ripped all these little pieces out. So this one, this balloon right here, goes right over top of that balloon. So if you did cut it in half, you wouldn't have that over here, right? You would have 1 card that was flat, and then you'd have 1 card that you had, you know, the balloon that stuck out. All right, so I'm just going to grab some dimensionals I have on my desk here. Let's see. I like to try to use these up before I start a new pack. So they have quite a few dimensionals on here. But when you do that, you don't have to take the dimensionals off every single piece. Like I didn't take it off there or there. You're just basically using that one as to add dimension. All right, so this goes right over top of that one, and it falls right along the side of the card. So now you have this balloon that sticks out. Very, very cool. All right, and then that's why on the birthday, it had a dimensional and then a glue dot. And I'm like, why does it have a glue dot on the edge? And that is why, because this is going to be touching the balloon. so it doesn't need to have as thick a adhesive. All right, now it does come with those little glue dots, but you know me, I like to use my box glue dots. All right, and then we just go birthday. So this also will follow the side of the card, the edge there. So we have birthday. Oh, I might want to actually peel the back off. That always helps. Okay, so we have birthday. And then wishes. You just need 2 dimensionals because you're going to put them here so that they're going to stay on the balloon. All right, so birthday. And again, follow your edge. Wishes, cute, cute. And then we have our sequins, and we have 2 big and a little, it looks like. So that one went flying. I'll find it on my clothing later, probably. All right. So we have 1, 2, and then there's 1 down here. So simple and cute. Now I could see even adding a little, it didn't come with thread, but you could put a little bit of thread there even. But simple and cute. And then you have your little envelope. It goes with it. So I'm just going to stick that in there. All right, let's go to the next card. So this is it's time to celebrate. And this one is so adorable. I mean, they're all cute, but this one is like a party happening with all the balloons. So we're going to fold it in half. And then this one uses these balloons here. So you've got these balloons, you have these balloons, you have these balloons, and it's time to celebrate. So basically what these are, and it says, okay, so it says dimensionals for all of these, so I'm just going to get those on there. And we're basically, looks like we're just are we covering the same picture. Now before I peel it, I'm gonna look. All right, so this is this one. And yeah, so see, it is covering, see, that covers the same picture. So there's that one. Then you have this one. It's going to go here. So that's the same, you know, 2 little ones. And then this one, is over here. So it's just going to make the balloons actually pop out of the card. And then we'll have our little time to celebrate. So it's super fun. So once you know where they go, you could put the dimensionals here. Right? Because it's covering it identically. Okay, so you have that. But this is so cute how it's got those. Now I need to put this along the edge. Like that. And then this one goes along the edge too. So sometimes I'll turn the card because my eyeballs see a little better. Like that. Okay. So look how cute. Oops, I'm a little off there, but that's all right. Look at that. And then we have our time to celebrate, which is on with dimensionals as well. And I'm going to kind of put it towards the center. And it comes down here. Whoops, upside down. it comes down here and it kind of tucks up underneath those balloons like that. I should straighten that one. Hang on a second. There we go. Okay, and then we have our little bling. So we have 3 bling again. And we have 1, 2, and the bling are fun because it's like, you know, the party tinsel-y kind of things. But there's that one. And then the back. So cute. And then it's envelope. All right. And then we have 1 more. So this is a really quick kit. All right. So it's this one here. But we can always use birthday cards, right? It's nice to have them already made. And you go, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday, and then you have a card all ready to go, and you don't have to make it, you know, when you need it. And you can always stamp like a personalized greeting on the inside. Like maybe you missed somebody's birthday. You can always stamp the, you know, the belated birthday greeting on the inside. So usually a lot of times I will leave the inside plain till I know who's getting the card. And then sometimes I send thank you card or birthday cards as order thank you cards, and then the person can use the card as they need it. All right, so we have our congratulations on there. All right, and then we have a few more balloons. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And okay. All right, so this one is gonna go here. So again, they're just covering up the same, you know, the same balloon that it looks like. All right, so again, just keep it along the edge of the card and along, you know, so it matches the thing. If you're off a little bit, don't worry about it too much. If you are off, it almost looks like even more like dimension to it. If it's off a little bit, because see, if you go off a tad, it looks thicker. All right, but again, but the main thing is get it along the edge, whether it be the top edge, the side edge, whatever edge, so that it won't catch putting it in the envelope. All right, and then we have this, which is going to go on. These cards have a lot of dimension. They might take an extra stamp. They might not weigh, you know, weigh a lot, but thickness-wise, they might be a little thicker than the post office likes. So you might have to put extra postage. But look how cute that one is. All right, and then let's see. Oh, we have tons of bling on this one. All right, so 5 blings on this one. And this one would be fun. It says congratulations. So I'm thinking this one, to me, makes me think of somebody that maybe they're retiring, or maybe they got a promotion. This one does not scream birthday, right? Because you'll have balloons at, you know, any kind of celebration. All right, so there's that one, and then it has its little cute little envelope. So let me show you the 3 cards that come with this kit. So 1, 2, and 3 are the 3 cards. A lot of shimmer and shine. Now it's not glitter. It's not coming off on my hands. It's just like a foil that's on the card, but it is super cute. Oh, let me say, see you later, alligator. So yeah, so you'll do 3 cards, and you'll do 3, like there's 3 different designs, and you'll do 3 of each design, so 9 full cards. Unless, like I said, you cut them in half, and maybe some of them, you know, have that extra, you know, thing that sticks out, and then the other one is just plain, you know. Now we do have that balloons die. Let me go get that balloon. All right, so I got the balloon die. So here is the balloon festoon. And so you might be able to, you know, if you did cut these in half, you could probably die cut out, you know, with, you know, some of the colors that go with this kit. You know, if you wanted to do some, you know, 3D like that. I'll probably just make them like they said, instead of cutting them half, only because I do a lot of cards throughout the year, so I usually don't have a problem having birthday cards on hand. But these are super cute. So anyways, so hopefully you'll grab this kit while you can. Remember, the kits are available while supplies last, so don't miss out on that. All right, and then Friday I will do the other kit, which is that scenery one. What is it called? Oh my gosh, Diana, what is it? Oh, I put it in the box. Hang on. It is Serene Scenes. So I will do that Friday for my Dies Shorts, and that will be 3 o'clock Arizona time. Same time, same channel. So have a great week, everyone. Excuse me. If you have any questions at all, make sure you holler at me. Otherwise, I will see you Friday. All right. Take care, and I'll see you then. All right. Bye for now.